ready to unlock like a secret weapon, something that top performers use in just about every field.
I'm intrigued. Lay it on me.
We're doing a deep dive today on posture,
Okay.
but not just like standing up straight,
Mm-hmm.
more like the kind of posture that gives you balance and power no matter what you're doing.
Interesting.
The research on this is wild. Turns out there's a connection between like feeling grounded like a pro basketball player
Okay.
and hitting a golf ball with amazing precision.
I can kind of see that stability is important for both, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we've got an expert here to break down the why behind the how of good posture. Welcome to the show.
Glad to be here. I'm excited to dig into this. It's something I think a lot of people overlook.
For sure. So the source material talks about static versus dynamic balance.
Yes.
I'm picturing like a statue versus a dancer. What's the difference and why do we need both?
Love those visuals. Static balance is that solid foundation. It's like being rooted, strong, like a tree that can handle any storm.
Okay.
But dynamic balance is how you move with that foundation. Like the tree branches swaying in the wind, they don't just snap off, right?
Right. They're flexible but still connected.
Exactly. And that's what we need in most activities. You've got to have that stable base, but also be able to flow with the movement.
So a golfer needs that solid stance, the static balance, to generate power in their swing.
Yes.
But they also need the dynamic balance to control the club throughout the entire swing, right?
Absolutely. You can't just be stiff. There has to be that controlled movement. It's the same for so many things.
What about like a surgeon?
Oh, perfect example. You need incredibly steady hands. That's the static balance.
Right.
But also the ability to make these tiny, precise movements during the surgery. That's the dynamic balance coming in.
Fascinating.
It is. And you know, it's interesting. One of the sources actually mentions a specific technique for finding that grounded feeling.
Oh, yeah. Tell me more.
It sounds a little strange at first. They talk about tensing, then relaxing your thigh muscles.
Why thighs? How does that help with balance?
It's all about becoming aware of your center of gravity. You can't control something if you don't know where it is, right?
Makes sense.
So when you tense your thighs, you're activating all those muscles. You're basically forcing yourself to feel exactly where your center of gravity is.
Okay.
And then when you relax, that awareness, that feeling of being grounded, it kind of flows through your whole body.
It's like turning on a light in your body that eliminates your center.
Yes. And then you can move from that center with intention.
I love that analogy.
The source even mentions a golfer who describes feeling like he's skating when his balance is off. Once he finds that grounded feeling, his whole game changes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing how much of a difference it makes. And the sources use a lot of cool visuals to help explain this.
Oh, like what?
Like catching a medicine ball,
Ah.
fielding a ground ball, or
Mhm.
even getting into like a defensive basketball stance.
So it's all about being ready to react in any
Right.
direction, right?
Right. Poised, weight distributed, stable but not stiff.
Like that feeling you have right before you spring into action.
Yes, exactly. That's dynamic balance in a nutshell. Being ready for anything but still in control.
I never would have thought about those actions in that way before.
It's cool how many things tie back to this concept, isn't it?
It really is. So how do we actually build this balanced readiness?
Well, one source emphasizes a very deliberate process, especially when it comes to sports like golf. It's not just about swinging the club.
There's more to it.
So much more. It's the grip, the posture, the stance, all those tiny details contribute to the feeling of balance before you even start moving.
Like building a foundation brick by brick before you even start building the house.
That's a great way to put it. It's a mindful process, not just going through the motions.
And this applies to anything we do, right?
Yeah.
Giving a presentation, leading a team, even just walking into a room with confidence.
Totally. That intentionality makes a huge difference. Being present in your body allows you to tap into that wellspring of balance and power that we all have.
Amazing. We've gone from slouching on the couch to feeling grounded and ready to take on the world.
That's the power of posture. But the real key is maintaining that feeling throughout the day, no matter what you're doing.
That's a great challenge. So think about your day, your big presentation, that crucial meeting, even just navigating a busy street. How can you maintain that groundedness and power?
It's something to keep in mind as you move through your day.
For sure. Until next time, stay balanced and keep diving deep.